is the Psychedelic Music Show.
Just fuming.
You're listening to Super Mega Radio.
Hey everybody, this is Tommy G.
Man, it's Pete J.
We're back home in Dallas, Texas, Pete, for one game.
Yeah, it's like one of the last, three?
Yeah. There's only this one and two others. So yes, it'll be nice to be. We want to be able to unpack the bags though. We got to hit back right out of town after this one. But it's nice to be back in Dallas in front of the home fans for one of these. So it's a hard ticket to get if you can get it.
It certainly is, and especially the way the Ramblers have been playing as of late, Tommy.
Yeah. We'll go over that one second. That last game, before I do, we're just going to mention, we're playing these Herbisaurs. The second time this season. We played them earlier on. Let's see here. What was it? It was early in the season, right? Yeah, there they were. It was game 12. And boy, they beat us. I didn't remember that. They beat us 11-2.
Whoa. So we owe these guys. Yeah, we owe these guys.
Yeah, we do. Season standings, I think we covered it on the flight, but we may as well go over it here real quick. Pete, why don't you start us off at the Liberty Conference? Let us know where we stand.
All right, the Liberty Conference Eastern Division, the Wide Loads with a record of 19 wins and 8 losses, have a 5.5 game lead over the second place Swordfish, who are playing 500 ball right now with 13 wins and 13 losses.
All right. The Central Division, that's ours. It's the Moose out in front, 16-11, plus 28 run differential. And only a half-game lead ahead of our Texas Ramblers, who are 15-11 with a negative 17 run differential.
And down in the Western Division, the Nemesis are playing 500 at 13-13, but that will give them first place in the Western Division. Behind them by a half game, the Sawteeth, who have a record of 13 wins, 14 losses, occupy second place.
All right, sir. And in the Continental Conference Atlantic Division, the Montreal Wax Bills out on top, 16-10, and they are with a plus 31 run differential. They got a 1-game lead ahead of the Fort Lauderdale Freebooters, who have the same record we do. They're 15-11
with a minus 3 run differential.
Yeah.
The Plains Division, the Heaters, with a record of 16 wins, 10 losses, and a plus 26 run differential, have a 4-game lead over the second place Colorado Lockhorns, who have a record of 12 wins, 14 losses, and a minus 11 run differential.
Whoosh. And in the Pacific Division, the Guadalajara Buzzards on top, 15-11. They're first place with their 15-11, not like us. They have a plus 19 run differential. They got a 1.5 game lead ahead of both the San Diego Moonstars and the LA Blowfish, who are both 14-13.
Yes, sir.
So we got this last game here. It was our first time back in Red Rock Park since we've been there, and we got the win, but we were the only ones, the only ex-B Wolves that were able to do it. So we Ramblers just keep that winning tradition going, Pete. They get I think that there was a clean sweep on the road trip.
Yeah, it was a good road trip for the Ramblers. They won. I think they won two of those games in extra innings with big home runs by players you wouldn't expect. One was Kaylee Lancaster, and the other was Maximiliano LeBlanc coming through in the late innings. So it started these guys on a winning tradition, and hopefully they can carry it through to the end of the season.
I hope so. All right, so that's going to bring us to tonight's game, Pete. It's game number 27 of 38. We're getting closer.
Yes, sir.
It's these 12-14 Tacoma Herbisaurs Extreme Speed Demons against our 15-11 Ramblers. Again, it's getting even match. They beat us big last time. We're trying to even the score here. The Herbisaurs are going to put their top. I think he's their top starter on the mound. Maybe he's their second string.
Yeah, I was going to say I think Jem Qualita is their top starter.
True. All right,
and she's the one that beat us the first time we faced them. So
Olaf Slakov done mostly his velocity. He's got great velocity. He's got very good accuracy as well. Not a whole ton of junk, but it's okay. He's got an elite forefinger, and he's volatile, which is positive, I suppose. He's got a 2-2 even record and a 4.44 ERA with a 1.41 P. So he's pretty down the road in his performance so far this season.
Yes, he is, and backing him up is going to be the Martin Stanberg, the left fielder. He's locked in. He's got about average power, better than average ability to connect, and good speed on the base paths. He's in 280 with 5 home runs. Grunt Manley, the first baseman's also locked in. He's got better than average power, a good ability to connect, and better than average speed on the base paths. He's in 262 with 7 home runs, and then Henry Hamster, the third baseman, thank you, sir, with a little bit better than average power, a little bit better than average ability to connect, good speed on the base paths, but he's only hitting 174 with 3 home runs.
Well, we're going to throw Mitch Berry on the mound. It's going to be his second start for the Ramblers here. He gets a crack at home. He's only pitched at home, right? And he's pitching against his doppelganger, Olaf Slacka there. Berry's known mostly for his accuracy, but he also has good velocity and good junk, and he's a rally stopper too. So he's our man. He's got no record on the season. He'd like to put a win on there. He's got a 2.57 ERA and a 0.86 whip. That's good.
Yes, sir. And the on-fire Marcus Murillo, the second baseman with about average power. A very good, excellent ability to connect at home plate and about average speed on the base paths. He's hitting 388 with 4 home runs. Corbin Huerta, the center fielder, who's locked in. He's got good power, good ability to connect, better than average speed on the base paths. He's hitting 486 with 9 home runs. And then Swindle Heath, the left fielder, who's been quiet as of late, but he can break out at any time. He's got good power, better, real good ability to connect at home plate, and better than average speed on the base paths. He's hitting 391 with 9 home runs.
Yeah, those batting averages are insane. I saw on the ticker on the right, we have the top 5 batting averages in the league.
Yeah.
And there's on-base percentage, too. We have the top 3 on-base percentage. And Corbin Huerta was, I think, number 5 for RBIs, too. So we're a ton of offense. We'll have to see if the pitching and the defense shows up tonight. Let's see here. We're going to get the lineup for the assistant coach looking something like this. It's going to be the man, Marcus Murillo, starting things off at second base and batting first. The on fire Marcus Murillo. Good to see him. Noah McLean's going to bat second and play shortstop and left field. We're going to have Swindle Heath. I don't think Swindle was in that last game, was he? Yeah, Kaylee Lancaster started. So Swindle's coming back here in front of the home fans and try and recollect his fame. Corbin Huerta is going to designate hit and bat fourth. He's locked in today, of course. And the locked in Corbin Huerta is a dangerous, dangerous guy. Third base batting fifth, Bray Bellamy. Kid Paul will be batting sixth in center field catching today. Maximiliano Lalanc. Ken Bernal is tense. He did not do all that well recently. Repo Reeves is going to be a right field batting eighth. And at first base, the ninth batter, Hector Clemens. And then again, like we see on the mound, Mitch Berry, number 3 and 4 in the rotation. The starter throws a 4-finger, a 2-finger, mixes up with a curveball and a change of Pete. You ready to get this thing started, sir?
Yes, sir. Let's get her going.
Give me that lineup for them Herbisaurs, if you don't mind.
All right, the Herbisaurs is going to be leading off with Martin Stanberg, the left fielder. He's locked in. Henry Hamster at third base will be batting second. Manning, the center fielder, will be batting third. Grunt Manley, the first baseman who's locked in, will be batting fourth. Batting fifth, Blue, the designated hitter. Batting sixth, Annabella Stokes, the second baseman. She's tense right now. Juan Rojas will be batting seventh, playing right field. He's not 100% physically healthy. And then Milo Stewart, the shortstop, batting eighth. And then Fiona Clark batting ninth. So as the Ramblers and the Herbisaurs face off at home plate and do stuff. Top of the first, it's going to be Morton Stanberg, Henry Hamster, and Adeline Manning. Going to get a first look at Mitch Berry, who's taking the mound with a 2.57 ERA. Morton Stanberg, the left fielder, is locked in and fit. He favors the high pitch, and he's got a cannon arm. He's hitting 280 with 5 home runs and 16 RBIs. Mitch Berry, the rally stopper, delivers the first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. No balls, 1 strike to Morton Stanberg. That one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Stanberg. Berry delivers. And it's a roller, but that's going to be foul along the first baseline. And now Stanberg's behind in the count. 1-2. Berry delivers high. Ball 2. Evens up the count. 2-2. There's a shot, and that's going to be right to Hector Clements at first base. He'll reach out the glove and make the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. In steps Henry Hamster, the third baseman. He's neutral and fit. He's a big hack. He's only hitting 174 with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. Being a big hack gives him a plus 20 power and minus 10 contact when in a 2-0, 3-0, or 3-1's count. First pitch to Hamster is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Berry throwing his 7th pitch. That's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on in the top of the first. Still no score. That catches the outside corner for a called second strike. And now Henry Hamster is behind in the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Henry Hamster. So the first K for Mitch Berry. 2 outs, nobody on. Adeline Manning, the center fielder, steps in. She's neutral and fit. Manning is hitting .233 with no home runs and 4 RBIs. She's playing center field for the Herbisaurs today. First pitch by Berry is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Berry delivers. That one's popped up out of play along the third baseline into the stands. So she's in the hole now. No balls, 2 strikes. And there's a roller, and Spray Bellamy's going to get up on it and make the quick throw to first base. Clements will catch it, step on the bag for the third out. We're going to head into the bottom of the first. Marcus Murillo, no McLean, and Swindle. He's going to get a first look at Olaf Slackoff, who's taking the bump with a 4.44 ERA. Oh, it's a good inning.
Yeah. I haven't said a word yet.
But yeah. Marcus Murillo, the second baseman, is on fire and pit.
All right, sir, yes. First pitch by Olaf Slackoff is way outside. It's a pitch out in case the ghost runner takes out.
Oh,
that
Pete.
One's right in there, but it's hit on the ground. Milo Stewart at shortstop. 1 pump throw over the first. 1 up, 1 down.
Yes, sir. In steps No McLean, the shortstop. He's neutral and fit. Favors the low pitch. No McLean hitting .444 with 7 home runs, 22 RBIs. First pitch to McLean is driven back up the middle into center field for a clean single. So no McLean on first base with only 1 out in the bottom of the first.
That's a good. That's a good. Swindle Heath now at the plate here. He likes his pitches outside. The big hack. 391 on the season. 9 home runs. 18 RBIs. Got a runner at first base. That pitch is high. 102 miles an hour. Way to go, Slackoff. That one's 98. That's an air for strike. We're even at 1 apiece. Pressure up a little bit here in the bottom of the first as the Ramblers are threatening to score. That's a strike. 1 and 2 now. Inside pitch fouled back off the wall still. 1 and 2. Oh, and he hits a hard one to center field, Pete. It is going to be gone. Just over like the second row in center field. And it was a 413-foot home run. It is Swindle Heath's 10th home run, Pete, and 20th RBI this season. The Ramblers take a 2-0 lead in the home stadium.
Way to go, Swindle. Corbin Hirta, the designated hitter. He's locked in and fit. He's hitting .486 with 9 home runs. That's in there for a called strike, and 24 RBIs for Hirta. That one's high, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to Corbin Hirta. There's a roller back to Olaf Slackoff. He'll make the throw over to Grunt Manley at first for the second out. So 2 outs, and in steps Spray Bellamy.
Spray, he's .312 on the season, 8 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's got a tense Slackoff threw a strike in there. Oh, the count, safety off now. That one's high. Nobody swinging. Ball 1 apiece. Low and away, ball 2. 15th pitch coming up by Slackoff. Curveball makes it in for strike, even at 2-2-2 now. Oh, that's on the ground. Oh, and it gets between the legs of Slackoff in the center field, Pete. And the Ramblers are going to get another one on, but there's 2 outs. We'll see what they can do.
Yep. Kid Paul, the center fielder, stepping in. He's neutral and fit. He's an RBI hero who's injury prone. He's hitting 382 with 5 home runs. First pitch in there for a strike. 13 RBIs for Kid Paul. So 1 on with 2 outs. That one's fouled straight back. Out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a shot, and that's a comebacker. And, Kid Paul could not beat it out. Just got him by a step. But we're going to head into the top of the second. It's Ramblers 2, Herbisaurs nothing. Grunt Manley, Ralph Blue, and Annabelle Stokes going to get a first look at Mitch Berry, who threw 12 pitches and racked up a strikeout in the first inning.
All right, Grunt Manley. There's a lot of Manley jerseys up in Tacoma, Pete. I know this. He's hitting .262 on the season, 7 home runs, 15 RBIs. He's known as an RBI hero. but Mitch Berry's known as a rally stopper. He's going to throw his 13th pitch to start the second inning. Oh, it's just crushed. Foul ball, third base line. Almost hurt somebody. 0-1 the count now. Got to be careful against the grunt. They don't call him grunt for nothing, Pete. Top of the second, 2-0 Texas Ramblers lead over these Herbisaurs. They're trying to get back at them for that last one. Oh, and there's a home run shot to center field, and they're going to get within one. Front Manley hits that into the foliage in center field. That bomb went 440 feet. It's Manley's 8th home run and 16th RBI of the season. And you got some Herbisaurs fans who made the trip.
Number 65, Ralph Blue.
Now it's Ralphie Blue's turn. Ralph Blue hitting 154 in the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs. He's a power hitter, so he can go long. You can't count him out, but he's only hitting 154 for a DH. That's kind of a low average. Breaker misses up there for ball. 1-0 the count. 2-1 Ramblers lead. Ramblers still lead this, but they don't want to give it away. Reaches out and fouls that fastball off behind the plate. Evens things up at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike. 17th pitch by Mitch Berry right here. It's a high fly ball to right field. It's not going to go out. It went high. The deep. Reaper Reeves is going to grab that, bring it in Pete for the first out. We got 2 more to go. Annabella Stokes. 6th in position here, the 6th batter up. She's a little tense recently. She's faster. She got a good contact hitter. 213 batting average on the season.
Dang, damn it.
There's a bomb out to right center field. Reaper Reeves is going to catch that in the grass just short of the check. It's the Reaper Reeves show, Pete. Pull up a seat, get yourself some popcorn.
Yes, sir.
Juan Rojas. I didn't even tell her other stats. She was up and out so quick. Wani Boy is hitting 228 on the season. And he hits one on the ground to Marcus Murillo, who's going to pick it up. 1 pump easy throw to first, and we cleared out the side, Pete. Not a bad inning.
Yep. But they gave up 1, so as we head into the bottom of the second, it's Ramblers 2, Herbisaurs 1. Maximiliano LeBlanc, Repo Reeves, and Hector Clements going to get a first look at Olaf Slackoff, who threw 19 pitches and gave up 3 hits in the first inning. Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher, is neutral and fit. He favors the low pitch. He's hitting 362 with 2 home runs.
He is. Slackoff throws the first pitch, misses outside, ball 1, 1-0 count. 22nd pitch now here, early side. There's a strike, even to 1 apiece. That one misses 100 miles an hour outside. He's still throwing it fast. And then he pulls little something. There's a swinging bunt right in front of the plate, and Clark picks it up, throws it to first. Gets that first out, Pete. I do like Fiona Clark.
Yep, Repo Reeves, the right fielder's neutral and fit. He's hitting 397 with 2 home runs. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Reeves is over the inside corner for called strike 1. There's a roller up the middle, and Stokes will pick it up and make the throw to first base for the second out. 2 up, 2 down, and in steps Hector Clements.
Yeah, Hector Clements, 333, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs. This is quite a game so far, Pete. It's a close one, a good one to watch. That one fouled that back up the net off here, 0-1 the count to Repo Reeves. Oh, some of that made it outside. Strike 2, 100 miles an hour. That one, this is just inside. When he throws balls, they're close.
Yeah.
2 balls now. We're at 2-2-2. And he's still coming 100 miles an hour. Fouls that back off the fence. Still knotted up. A little bit of a late swing. It's to right field. It's going to be fair. It's going to be caught by Juan Rojas in right field with 3rd out, Pete.
Yep, so we're going to head into the top of the 3rd. It's still Ramblers 2, Herbisaurs 1. Milo Stewart and Fiona Clark going to get a first look at Mitch Berry. Morton Stamberg 0-for-1. Berry at 19 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 1 hit. His ERA is at a 3.0. Milo Stewart, the shortstop, is neutral and fit. He's a rally starter. He's hitting 271 with 8 RBIs on the season. Rally starter, plus 25 contact when trailing. First pitch is low, ball 1. When trailing and batting with the bases empty. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a roller to No McLean. He's going to pick that up. Double pump, make the throw to first for the first out. 1 up, 1 down. And then steps Fiona Clark, the catcher. She's neutral and fit. She's got power versus left-handed pitching. She's hitting 148, no home runs, 1 RBI. Mitch Berry being a left-hander, this is going to be added power for Fiona Clark. First pitch, and that's out of here. That's going to be gone. Line, that one moves quick. And that's why they brought her in to face off against Mitch Berry. She's got that added power. That one traveled 420 feet. That's her first home run and 2nd RBI of the season. And the score is now 2-2 And in steps Morton Stamberg, the left fielder. He's locked in and fit. He favors the high pitch, and he's got a cannon arm. He's 0 for 1 today.
Yeah, Mitch Berry missed the mark on that last one. It was supposed to be a little further inside.
1 out, nobody on. First pitch to Morton Stamberg is low and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Allen's hit foul along the first base line. That'll even the count up at 1-1. Berry delivers. There's a roller, and no, McLean's going to get on it barehanded and make the throw to Clemens for the second out. 2 outs, and in steps Henry Hamster, the third baseman. He's neutral and fit. He's known as a big hack. He's 0 for 1 today, though. Mitch Berry throwing his 26th pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Mitch Berry. I mean, to that's in there for a called strike to Henry Hamster. Mitch Berry's pitching. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Allen broke a little too much. Came low. 2 balls and a strike. Allen's inside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. The big hack is in effect. That's in there for a called strike. We now have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Big pitch here. And it's fouled off over the backstop into the stands. He'll get another pitch. 3-2. Allen's in the dirt, ball 4. And Mitch Berry has walked the batter, and in steps Adeline Manning, the center fielder. She's neutral and fit, 0 for 1 today. So 1 out with 1 out. A lot of speed over at first base in the form of Henry Hamster.
And that last pitch just got way away from him.
See, I was noticing that too. I was having trouble hitting my mark. So the first pitch to Adeline Manning's then for a called strike. Strike 1. Throw to first, and Hamster is back. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Berry delivers and swing and a miss, strike 2. And now Adeline Manning is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Throw back to first, and Henry Hamster is back. There's a roller, and Spray Bellamy's going to chase it, pick it up, make the throw for the third out. And we're going to head into the bottom of the third as scores all knotted at 2 now. It's Herbisaurs 2 runs on 2 hits, Ramblers 2 runs on 3 hits. Marcus Murillo 0 for 1, No McLean 1 for 1, and Swindle Heath 1 for 1 with a home run. Slakoff at 31 pitches. I forgot where I was at for a minute. Marcus Murillo, the second baseman's on fire and fit. He's 0 for 1 today. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. And that is in effect. First pitch. It's 101 miles to Marcus Murillo for a called strike. That one's a roller to first base, and Grunt Manley's going to make the run over and step on first for the first out. So 1 out, nobody on. In steps No McLean.
No 1 for 1 with a single. And first pitch to Noah's right in there, and it's a liner past him. Yeah, he starts off with 1 right down the middle often, and Noah gets out in the center field, gets a nice clean single beat with 1 out.
Yep, so 1 out, 1 out. Swindle Heath, the left fielder, stepping in. He's 1 for 1 with a home run, 2 RBIs. Favors the outside pitch. He's also a big hack. McLean does not have a lot of speed at first base. Not a big threat steal threat. That one's inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Swindle Heath.
You bet that's a strike.
That's in there for a called strike. 1-1 now. Swing and a miss, strike 2, and now Swindle Heath is behind in the count, 1-2.
Ooh,
swing and a
nice
miss, strike 3. Yeah, he took the speed off of that one and got out in front of him. 2 outs now, and in steps Corbin Huerta.
All right, we're at 0 for 1. Oh, meniscus tear. Hold on a second there. Wait. I guess we don't have to do it. You're batting. I'm sorry. I was like, okay, 2. There's a strike. We're even at 1 apiece now. There's a roller back to the mound. Slakoff guns him down for the third out. We got to make a sub here.
Yep. So we're going to head into the top of the fourth, all knotted at 2. Grunt Manley 1 for 1 with a home run. Ralph Blue 0 for 1, and Annabella Stokes 0 for 1. Barry at 35 pitches with a strikeout, a walk, and giving up 2 hits. His ERA's at a 3.6. Grunt Manley, the first baseman's locked in and fit. He's an RBI hero, 1 for 1 with a home run and an RBI. So,
man, I can't believe Swindle Heath had a meniscus tear. That's a big deal.
He was swinging for the fences there, man. Swindle Heath is going to take a seat. They're going to bring in Kaylee Luncaster. Kaylee Luncaster with less than average speed, about average fielding, and a little bit less than average arm. He's a big hack who's volatile. He's neutral and fit. He's got no errors this season, but he's hitting .351 with 2 home runs.
Yeah, these Herbisaurs not playing like a losing team, like a team with a losing record, Pete. It's a 2-0 or 2-2 tie ball game here at the top of the fourth. Mitch Berry's first pitch is a breaker, misses low. 1-0 to count to start things off here. At nearly in the halfway mark. 37th pitch coming up by number 48 right there. That misses high. And I got 2 quick balls. They're trying to iron things out, get that accuracy going. It's a hard liner, first base toward the Ramblers dugout. 2-1 in the count now to Grant Manley, who got a home run. It's locked in. He got that one earlier. Nice way to use the breaking pitch against him. I think that was a good move. He fouls that back off to a day. Swings and misses at a low and away pitch. Mitch Berry handled him very well.
Number 65, Ralph
Yep.
Blue.
And now it is Ralphie Blue's turn. 0 for 1 on the day. He hit a fly ball deep last time, but it did not count. It did not carry. Early swing foul ball, third base line. Souvenir. 42nd pitch by Mitch Berry.
That's okay.
Oh, just rises out and away a little too far. Now we're knotted up at 1 apiece. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Here in Dallas, Texas. The wind up to throw. That breaker misses low and in. And now we're at 2-1. Mitch Berry looking good on the mound so far. Both pitchers doing well. He gets a nice rising fastball there for a strike. Knots things up at 2 apiece. 1 more to go. Looking for that second out and another K. Instead, it's fouled back up here by the booth. Souvenir. 2-2. That's a swinging bunt, and I couldn't think of his name. Maximilian Block picks that one up and throws it over to first base after a short pause. And it's Annabelle Stokes' turn. Pardon me. I'm sorry. She is tense. Fast runner again. We want to keep her off the bags if we can. Mitch Berry going to throw number 47 right there. It's in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Now he's going to throw his number. Or is he 49? What's his jersey number? He's 49. Okay, that one misses for a ball. Now 49 is going to throw number 49. 1-1 to Annabella Stokes. She reaches up, hits that on the ground, and McLean is going to barehand it and whip it over to first base. Pete to close this thing out. Good defensive inning there by the Ramblers.
Yes, it was. So we're going to head into the bottom of the 4th. Score knotted at 2. Spray Bellamy 1 for 1. Kid Paul 0 for 1. Maximiliano LeBlanc 0 for 1. Olaf Slakov at 41 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 4 hits. Spray Bellamy, the third baseman, is neutral in 5th. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Favors the outside pitch, and he's a big hack. First pitch to Bellamy is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That catches the inside corner for called strike 1. That's over the inside corner for a called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Bellamy. That one's inside ball 1, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's way inside ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Spray Bellamy. That one's ripped foul along the third base side. He took something off it. 3-2. There's a shot. Oh, and Slakov gets the mid out and is able to knock it down to make the throw to first for the first out. So 1 out, and then steps Kid Paul, the center fielder.
Yeah, I thought he was going to throw a ball, but he didn't. Oh, Kid Paul gets under that one, pops up in the center field. That's going to be an easy catch. Looks like Ralphie. Manning is going to pull that one in for the second out.
Yes, sir. Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher. 0 for 1, favors the low pitch. So 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th. Scored knotted at 2. There's a shot up the middle, and there's going to be a diving Annabella Stokes, and she's going to be able to throw.
Wow, he is slow.
He is, and I even had speed burst on. Still. So we're going into the top of the 5th, still knotted at 2. Juan Rojas 0 for 1. Milo Stewart 0 for 1. Fiona Clark 1 for 1 with a home run. Mitch Berry at 49 pitches with 2 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up 2 hits. His ERA is at a 3.27. Juan Rojas, the right fielder, is neutral and well. He's got magic hands. He's 0 for 1 so far today. Mitch Berry going to throw his 50th pitch right here.
All right. Right. Cheer.
That's in there for a called strike 1. Juan Rojas, the Herbisaur right fielder, takes that pitch for a called second strike, and now Rojas is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. Berry delivers, and there's a shot out to Repo Reeves. He's going to make the catch for the first out. 1 up, 1 down, and in steps Milo Stewart. Stewart, the shortstop, is 0 for 1 today, but he's known as a rally starter. So with nobody on and one out, rally starter.
You bet that's a strike.
First pitch to Milo Stewart is over the outside corner for a called strike. Strike one.
Ball.
Ooh, that just misses on the outside corner for a ball. That'll even the count 1-1.
That's
That comes. He's able to bring that one back in for a called second strike, and now Stewart's behind the count 1-2.
pitch high.
Ooh, a little high ball two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Ball outside.
That one's outside, ball 3. Full count now to Milo Stewart. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Milo Stewart. And Mitch Berry picks up his 3rd K on the day. Fiona Clark, the catcher, is neutral and fit. She's 1 for 1 with a home run and an RBI. She has power versus left-handed pitching. So with nobody on and 2 outs in the top of the 5th and the score knotted, Berry delivers. She gets a hold of that one, but hits it foul over the backstop behind home plate. No balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Mitch Berry's getting heated up here. And Clark now in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. There's a foul. Got enough of it to push it foul along the third base slide. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Fiona Clark. Mitch Berry is starting to heat up, Tommy. We're going to head into the bottom of the 5th. It is still all knotted at 2. Repo Reeves 0 for 1. Hector Clements 0 for 1. Marcus Murillo 0 for 2. Olaf Slackoff at 50 pitches with a strikeout, giving up 4 hits. His ERA is at a 4.45. Repo Reeves, the right fielder, 0 for 1 so far today.
In the back half of this game, the windup toss by Slackoff to start the 5th inning. It's in for strike. Still throwing over 100. 0-1 the count.
Outside.
Breaker misses outside. We did not chase Repo. 1 apiece.
Ah,
Oh, really takes him off that changeup. He swings and misses strike 2. There's one on the ground to third base. Hamster's going to pick that up. 1 pumped over to first base. 1 up, 1 down.
Olaf Slackoff getting heated up as well, Tommy. Hector Clements, the first baseman, is neutral and fit. He's 0 for 1 today. So with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th, nobody on. Clements rocks that one into right center field for a clean single, and Manning is on it. She's going to throw it in. So a single for Hector Clements. So 1 on with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. Here comes Marcus Murillo.
All right, Markey. 0 for 2 on the day, interestingly enough. He's got good contact against these right-handers. What do we got for? We got a good arm with Fiona Clark. There's a Texas leaguer on the left. Oh, it's going to be caught by Stamberg. It's a liner. He throws hard to first, but doesn't get it. Will you see that throw?
Yeah, he's got a cannon over there. So 2 outs with a runner at first base. No McLean stepping in. He's locked in and fit. Favors the low pitch. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Olaf Slackoff throwing his 58th pitch. That's in there for a called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's in there for a called third strike, and no, McLean didn't even offer at it. We're going into the top of the 6th. It's Herbisaurs 2 runs on 2 hits. The Ramblers 2 runs on 5 hits. Morton Stamberg 0 for 2. Henry Hamster 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Adeline Manning 0 for 2. Mitch Berry at 62 pitches with 4 strikeouts.
Number 27, Morton Stanberg.
Yeah.
All right, Mitchell. That's pitch number 63. This here off the top of the 6th there, and it misses inside for a ball. 1-0 the count. To Morty Stanberg, left fielder. The Tacoma Herbisaurs. We still got a tie ball game here at the top of the 6th, 2 apiece. He swings and misses at that one, right? Nice fastball. Evens things up at 1 apiece. Pressure climbing up a little bit here.
Oh,
ball
no.
that's on the ground. That's going to be a single, and the center field Kid Paul's going to run out and grab that, and you got to run around with no outs, Pete. But we can get that double play. But Mitch Berry looks a little upset.
Number 10, Henry Hamster.
Henrik Hamster 0 for 1 today with a walk. Big hack. Got a real fast runner at first base, and not the best arm behind the plate. Pressure creeping up now. He's going to make that run to try and get in scoring position. He'll be going to second at some point. There's on the ground, and no McLean's going to go for. Oh, no. Yeah, that's funny. You know, he threw it to second. A good thing he got the lead runner.
22, Adeline Manning.
But he just flaked on the second part. I think the coach was telling him to throw it to first. I mean, and he got another fast runner at first base now, with Adeline Manning at the plate, second center fielder for the Tacoma Herbisaurs. Mitch Berry keeping a close eye at first. There's the run, and it's not going to be in time. They get him. Holy cats, Pete. Way to go, Max LeBlanc. I did not expect that. The wind up, the toss, swinging and a strike 2. 1 more to go. Close it out and get right back up to bat. Here you go, Mitch Berry, the rally stopper.
Strike 3.
That's your K. Go get it, son.
Yep. So we're going to go into the bottom of the 6th. Still knotted at 2. Kaylee Lancaster's first at bat. Corbin Hirta 0 for 2. And Spray Bellamy 1 for 2. All off. Slack off at 59 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up 5 hits. His ERA is at a 4.31. Kaylee Lancaster, the left fielder, came in to relieve not Spray Bellamy, right? Swindle Heath, yeah.
Swindle Heath. The wind up, the toss.
That's a strike.
Outside corner, strike 1. Hold the count. Safety off now. Pressure up still. Strike 2. 2 quick strikes. He's going to try and get him on 3 Ks like he did the last batter. Oh, he breaks the bat on a liner into center field, and it drops into the grass, Pete. Well, that was just the luckiest hit, and the pitcher not, Slackoff not happy.
No, sir, but that's what we want. Get that pitch count up. Corbin Hirta, the designated hitter's locked in and fit. He's 0 for 1. 1 on with no outs. First pitch to Hirta's low, ball 1. That one's low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes to Corbin Hirta. There's a shot that's going to get into left field. So first 2 batters are on. Wow, he's got a cannon over there. Nobody out and 2 runners on. Spray Bellamy, the third baseman, stepping in.
Oh, Spray 1 for 2 with a single, 2 on and no outs, and yeah, that's going to be it for Olaf Slackoff. They've seen enough. It looks like he's starting to lose a little bit of something. So they're going to bring in Sal Slinger. I think we saw him the last time up. He's the A- ranked starter / reliever. Slinger probably is probably a sidearm thrower. I don't know. We'll see. Mostly known for his accuracy. He's got good velocity though and good junk. He is neutral fit. Got a 4.66 ERA, 1.37 WHIP, 35 Ks. He's half rested, so he's pitched recently. He's not going to be able to go a whole lot of innings. Throws that 4-finger or 2-finger, mixes it up with the slider and change up, Pete, with the pressure climbing here at the bottom of the 6th. The Ramblers are threatening to score. There's that sidearm sling, and it comes across, makes it for a strike. 0 on the count.
Yep.
Oh, high and inside, he doesn't chase. That's good patience by Spray Bellamy. We're even at 1 apiece. Patience. There's another ball, 2-1. Now he's falling behind on the count. He's got to throw to him soon. Ball 3. Hitter's pitch. Here comes the home run pitch, Pete. Oh, inside corner, strike 2. 3-2, full count. Oh, and it's down the third baseline, but it goes just foul. Still 3-2.
Oh,
But he
come
gets up
on.
the inside corner. It's tough to read the sidearm.
Yeah, because all those pitches look like they're in the same place. Kid Paul, the center fielder, 0 for 2 today. So 1 out with 2 on. Kid Paul, known as an RBI hero.
Really?
First pitch to Paul is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a shot. That's going to be out in the center field. And everybody's going to hold up. Manning's got a pretty strong arm. So 2 outs now with runners at first and second. Maximiliano LeBlanc stepping in.
All right, Maxie. Maxie's at the plate. 2 on, 2 out. A Max home run would be great. It's a liner past the mound, Pete, and the lead runner's going to hold up. He's going to hold up. Oh,
Go back.
No, hit the wrong button. Okay, they came back. Holy cats.
All right, bases loaded, and in steps Repo Reeves, the right fielder. He's neutral and fit. He's 0 for 2 today. Repo hit a home run in the last game. That's going to be the end of Sal Slinger, Tommy. They're going to bring in Chuck Filthwick. Filthwick with about a little better than average velocity, good junk and good accuracy. He's locked in and fit. He's got a 1.82 ERA, a .91 WHIP, and 28 strikeouts. He's got a 4-seam fastball, a 2-seam fastball, and a slider. And he's only half rested, so he's been used recently. So with the bases loaded and 2 outs, Filthwick against Repo Reeves. Reeves takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. That one's fouled off. And now Repo Reeves in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-2 now. That one's ripped foul into the stands along the left field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a shot, and that's going to get into.
Yeah.
And 2 runs will score. They'll get the runner trying to go to third, but they'll go up 4-2 as we move into the top of the 7th. It's Ramblers 4, Herbisaurs 2, Grunt Manley 1 for 2 with a home run and a strikeout. Ralph Blue 0 for 2, and Annabelle Stokes 0 for 2. Mitch Berry at 69 pitches with 5 strikeouts and 1 walk.
right. Grunt Manley 1 for 2. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pete.
Grunt Manley is 1 for 2.
That's yeah.
First pitch, and it's a shot out into left center field. That's going to be out of here. Grunt Manley just like that. Oh. And it scores now 4-3. That one traveled 454 feet. It's his 9th home run and 17th RBI of the season and his 2nd today. So Ralph Blue, the designated hitter, is neutral and fit. He's 0 for 2 today. He's known as an RBI 0. Mitch Berry getting ready to throw his 71st pitch.
That's a strike and a half.
That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, no outs, nobody on. Top of the 7th. That one's outside. That'll even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a strike.
That's in there over the outside corner for a called second strike. And now Ralphie Blue is behind in the count, 1-2. There's a shot. Oh, and that's going to be over the head of the diving Marcus Murillo, who should have jumped and not dove. But what are you going to do? 1 on with no outs. In steps Annabella Stokes. She's 0 for 2 today. Ralphie Blue does not have a lot of speed over at first base. First pitch.
That's a strike.
She squares around the bunt. How do you do? Okay, wait a minute. What do I want to do? Do I want to do bunt? Or do I want to do double? I'm going to stay with double play. No balls, 1 strike. That one's fouled off straight back, and now Annabella Stokes is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. That one's popped up out of play into the stands along the left field line. She'll get another pitch. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yep. Inside.
Ooh, just inside for a ball. Ball 1. 1-2 now. She gets enough of that to foul it off. She'll get another pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Berry throwing. That one's outside. Ball 2. 2-2 now. Mitch Berry throwing his 81st pitch in the 7th inning. That one's high, ball 3. Full count now to Annabella Stokes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one's ripped foul along the third baseline. She'll get another pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's in there for a called third strike, and down goes Annabella Stokes. So 1 on with 1 out, and in steps Juan Rojas. Rojas, the right fielder, is neutral and well. He's 0 for 2 today. Mitch Berry at 83 pitches in the top of the 7th.
It's looking tired.
First pitch is in there for a called strike. Strike 1. There's a roller to Bellamy. Bellamy's going to flip it over to second, over to first for the double play. And we're out of the 7th, but the Herbisaurs put 1 more on the board. So as we head into the bottom of the 7th, it's Ramblers 4, Herbisaurs 3. Hector Clements 1 for 2, Marcus Murillo 0 for 3, and Noah McLean 2 for 3 with a strikeout. Filthwick at 6 pitches, giving up 1 hit. His ERA is at a 1.8. Hector Clements, the first baseman, is neutral and fit. He's 1 for 2 with a single today.
All right, Hector, the wind up, the toss, way outside, ball 1, 1 to the count. 8th pitch. And it's a breaker. Nice foul off first base line, Filthwick. 9th pitch. Hit hard. I saw a flash of white, Pete. That's deep to center field, but that's going to be caught by Adeline Manning for the first out.
1 up, 1 down. In steps Marcus Murillo, the second baseman. He's locked in and fit. He's got good connection versus right-handed pitching. He's 0 for 3 today, though. That good connection versus right-handed pitching will come into play here. That one is over the outside corner for called strike. Strike 1. There's a shot. That'll get up into center field for a clean single. Marcus Murillo is on in the bottom of the 7th with only 1 out.
All right, Pete. Now that's going to bring in Noah McLean, who's 2 for 3, 2 singles. Looking for his 8th home run. Pressure creeping up here. The Ramblers have a 4-3 lead. They want to add to it.
Oh.
There it is. Oh, it was the home run pitch. He swung early, popped it up first base line, and it's caught off the wall by Grunt Manley for the second out, Pete.
Dang. Kaylee Lancaster, the left fielder, neutral and pitch. He's 1 for 1 with a single. He's a big hack who's volatile. First pitch is way outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a shot that's getting into center field. And the center fielder, Manning, is there to make the catch for the third out. So we're going to head into the top of the 8th. Ramblers 4, Herbisaurs 3. Milo Stewart 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Fiona Clark 1 for 2 with a home run and a strikeout. Morton Stamberg 1 for 3. Mitch Berry at 85 pitches with 6 strikeouts, a walk, and giving up 5 hits.
Number 23,
Milo Stewart 0 for 2 on the day. I think Mitch Berry's earned himself a little rest. Rallies, well, I don't know. I mean, he's got some stand. We'll see here. We'll see what the coach decides. Pressure creeping up here in the top of the 8th. It's a 1-run game. And they're going to go with him. They'll let him throw, and it's hard to... Oh, Spray Bellamy knocks it down, and couldn't quite catch it, though. They're going to throw that to first base. And it's a 1-pitch, 1 on, but they're setting up the double play, Pete. All right, so it is Fiona Clark, our old friend Fiona. She's an old friend. Power against left-handers, and now it looks like they're motioning to the bullpen, and they're going to let Mitch Berry get away without getting the lost pressure skyrocket. Now, Fiona Clark home run would be rare, but it would put them out in front. Got the winning run at the plate.
She's already hit one today.
Oh, Fiona Clark has?
Yeah.
That was the one?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let's see who we're going with. I'm thinking...
And we got a fast runner at first, too. Who's going to try and steal second. All right. The Ramblers are going to bring in the starter/reliever, Boar Reliable. Boar, known mostly for his velocity with good accuracy and fair junk. He's got a 5.28 area, 147 with 34 Ks on the season, looking for 35. He's got an elite 4-finger fastball, and he mixes things up with a curveball and a changeup. So Boar coming into a pressure situation here, throwing to a batter who only has 172 average, but is hitting well today so far.
No.
That breaker misses low and out. Ball 1 goes over to first base. Gets the runner in the dirt. Good move. 1-0 count to Fiona Clark. That fastball goes right in for strike. 1 apiece now. Third pitch coming up. He's keeping an eye on first base. He goes. Oh, the changeup misses just inside. We're even now at 2 apiece. Goes over to first base. Victor Clemens almost makes that tag, but not quite. Now it's 2-1. Fiona Clark. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on a nice fastball. 2-2 now. This is probably where the runner goes. Fifth pitch. Oh, she reaches down and hits a breaker. I don't know how she hit that. Still 2 apiece. Oh, that's the breaker fouled back up off the net. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. He gets that one past repeat. More reliable, looking good on his first batter.
Morton Stanberg.
Morton Stamberg, 1 for 3 with a single. Still that fast runner at first base. We need 2 outs, so the double play would be perfect. This is probably they're going to try and run her. Although Max LeBlanc has already thrown somebody out. How's that one back? 0-1 the count. It's a dangerous putter. More reliable, looking good though. That's on the ground to Bellamy, who's going to go to second. Back over to first, and this time they turned the double play and closed it up. Wow, that was close.
Yes, sir. We're going to head into the bottom of the 8th. It's still Ramblers 4, Herbisaurs 3. Corbin here to 1 for 3. Spray Bellamy 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Kid Paul 0 for 3. Filthwick at 14 pitches, giving up 2 hits. His ERA is at a 1.74. Corbin here to the designated hitters locked in and finished 1 for 3 with a single. Sitting 482 with 9 home runs.
Looking for number 10. First pitch high and inside, misses ball 1. Good patience. 1-0 the count. That one's in the strike zone. That's a liner in the center field. A sliding stop by Manning, who's able to stop up and not catch it beat, and he's on with no outs.
Yep, and then steps Spray Bellamy, the third baseman. He's neutral and fit. He favors the outside pitch in his big hack. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Bellamy with 8 home runs this season. He favors that outside pitch. First pitch is low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Shurta with a lot of speed over first base. There's a roller, but that'll be foul along the third baseline. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. That catches the inside corner for a called second strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That's outside. 2-2. Count is evened up now. There's a shot that's going to get into center field. And the runners will move up. So runners at first and second with no outs. And in steps Kid Paul, the center fielder.
Kid Paul.
All right, Kid Paul. The Ramblers looking good with 2 on, no outs, pressure way up. Breaker misses inside, ball 1 on the count to a tough power hitter. Outside corner, ball 2. Now he's have to start throwing it. Kid Paul's dangerous. Oh, checks, and it's ball. Way to go, kid. Now just let him pitch a little, yeah. Oh, instead he swings, fouls it back off the net. 3-1 now, hitter's pitch. On the ground, and it is to the left field, Pete into the gap, and that's another single. We got bases loaded with no outs.
And in steps Maximiliano LeBlanc, the catcher. He's neutral and fit. 1 for 3 with a single. He favors the low pitch. That's going to be the end of Chuck Filthwick. Filthwick are going to take a seat. They're going to bring in the closing pitcher, Elric Rippin. Elric Rippin is C- ranked. He's got good velocity, but poor junk and he's got bad junk and poor accuracy. He's neutral and fit. He's got a 12.91 ERA, a 2.35 whip, 6 Ks on the season. He's a K neglector and a rally stopper. He's a little bit better than halfway rested. He throws a 4-seam fastball and a slider, and the rally stop, a K neglector means -8 velocity and -8 junk when pitching with a 2-strike count. So with the bases loaded, nobody out, Maximiliano at the plate. First pitch is inside, ball 1. The infield is in. A bloop single can score a run here. There's a shot, but that's going to be foul along the first base line. 1 ball, 1 strike to Maximiliano LeBlanc. There's a shot into center field. And it's going to be caught. And they're going to get the runner trying to tag up and go to second, but the other runner will score. And so 1 runner scores, 1 runner moves to third, and the other runner gets tagged out at first. So double play. 2 outs, and Repo Reeves is in.
That's all right. They got to run. Repo hits one to center field, and there's the home run we missed, Pete. Repo goes deep to center, and it's gone. Wow, we thought we were only going to get 1 run. It's 2, my friend. Oh, Repo hit that 433 feet. It's his 3rd home run and 15th RBI of the season, and it looks like the Ramblers are going to take this one back from the Herbisaurs.
Yes. So with 2 outs, nobody on, Hector Clements, the first baseman, steps in. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Elric Rippin delivers high, ball 1. Rippin throwing his 6th pitch. Way outside, ball 2. Rippin now tense. That's inside ball. Oh, he swung and missed. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count is even up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one's lifted into center field. The center fielder's on the run, and Manning will make the catch for the 3rd out. We're going to head into the top of the 9th. It's Herbisaurs 3 runs on 6 hits. Ramblers 7 runs on 14 hits. Henry Hamster 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Adeline Manning 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Grunt Manley 2 for 3 with 2 home runs on the strikeout. Henry Hamster, the 3rd baseman, is neutral and fit. He's a big hack. He's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Going to face off against Bor Reliable. Reliable going to throw his 10th pitch. That's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. No balls and a strike. That's in there for a called 2nd strike, and very quickly Henry Hamster is in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. That one's a low, ball 1. 1-2 now to Hamster, the Herbisaur 3rd baseman. That's in there for a called 3rd strike, and down goes Henry Hamster, and poor Reliable is getting charged. Adeline Manning, the center fielder, is neutral and fit. She's 0 for 3 today. 1 out, nobody on. Herbisaurs with a 4-run deficit in the top of the 9th. Reliable delivers, low, ball 1. 1 bull, no strikes. 1 bull, no strikes.
No bull.
That one's fouled off. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's fouled off as well. And now Adeline Manning is behind in the count. 1-2. Reliable delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Down goes Manning. Poor Reliable is working. Doing some work. So with 2 outs, nobody on, Grunt Manley, the first baseman, steps in. Locked in and fit. He's got 2 for 3 with 2 home runs. And if there's any justice in the world, poor Reliable put the first pitch right in his ear hole.
He's not afraid of no grunt, Pete.
Bor Reliable. Yeah. Bor Reliable is able to foul that one off along the 3rd base line. Strike 1. That one's popped up into center field, and Kid Paul is there. He's under it, and he makes the catch for the 3rd out, and the Ramblers are going to win this one, Tommy. And Mitch Berry is perfect at home.
Nice. Way to go, Mitchy boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good stuff.
That's what happened. All right. Well, wow, Pete. Yeah, the Ramblers had a good one. They started things off in the bottom of the first one. Sorry, we got 2 runs. Showed we were serious about this. The Herbisaurs showed they were serious too. They got one in the second, and then they ended up tying it up in the third. And then there's a whole lot of defense, back and forth, couple innings with no score. Finally, bottom of the 6th, we break it open. We get 2 more. They get 1 more back in the 7th to show they're not going down without a fight. And then we just knock out, punch them in the bottom of the 8th with 3 runs. We get first we get that the RBI by Max LeBlanc, who hits a deep center field, and then you got Repo Reeves comes up. It's was it Repo or yeah, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
2-run bomb over center field. While that ices the cake, and the Herbisaurs get 3 runs on 6 hits. We hold them 2, and the Ramblers end up getting 7 on 14. Great offense and defense.
Yeah, and another pretty good, really good performance by Mitch Berry. I mean, holds them to 6, just 6 hits, but unfortunately 3 of them wound up leaving the field. So
Yeah, we might have to do something about our difficulty because there's not a single batting average under 300 on the right side there.
Yeah.
But anyway, for the Herbisaurs, Morty Stamberg goes 1 for 4. That's it. Henry Hamster 0 for 3 with a walk and 2 strikeouts. Adeline Manning 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Grant Manley has a good day. He has him a good one. He goes 2 for 4, scores 2 runs, gets 2 home runs, 2 RBIs and a strikeout. He'll probably be one of the players of the game. Ralphio Bluio goes 1 for 3. Annabella Stokes 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Juan Rojas, who's that? He goes 0 for 3. Milo Stewart 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Fiona Clark, our old good friend, goes 1 for 3 with a run, a home run, an RBI, and 2 Ks.
Yeah, and for the Ramblers, Marcus Murillo goes 1 for 4, which is uncharacteristic for him lately. Noah McLean goes 2 for 4, scored a run, but struck out 1. Swindle Heath goes 1 for 2, scored a run, hit a home run, and picks up 2 RBIs. He also struck out once, and then was injured, had to come out. He only batted twice. So he got all of those stats in only 2 appearances at the plate, Tommy. Kaylee Lancaster came in. He went 1 for 2, scored a run. Corbin Huerta goes 2 for 4, scores 2 runs. Spray Bellamy goes 2 for 4, scored a run, and struck out once. Kid Paul goes 1 for 4. Maximiliano LeBlanc goes 1 for 3 with an RBI. Repo Reeves goes 2 for 4. Scores a run, hits a home run, picks up 4 RBIs today. And then Hector Clements goes 1 for 4.
Yes. Pitching for the Herbisaurs, Olaf Slackoff earns himself a loss. He goes 5 innings, gives up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, strikes out 2 batters and gives up a home run. His ERA climbs to a 4.88. He's now 2-3-0 on the season with that losing record. Sal Slinger comes in, throws 2/3 of an inning in the 6th inning. He gives up 1 hit, gives 1 strikeout. He's got a 4.58 ERA, and he's 1-2-4 on the season. Chuck Filthwood comes in the same inning, throws 1 in the 3rd innings long. He gives up 5 hits, 2 earned runs. His ERA is a 2.32. He's 2-0-1. And Elric Rippon throws the final inning, gives up just 1 hit, 1 earned run, gives up a home run. His ERA climbs to a 12.46, and he's got no record.
For the Ramblers, Mitch Berry will earn his first win in a Rambler uniform. He goes 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 earned runs. He walked 1, struck out 6. He gives up 3 home runs, which isn't very good. His ERA jumps up to a 3.21, but his record will improve to 1 win and no losses, no saves. Boar Reliable comes in, gets the save. He pitched 2 innings and struck out 3. His ERA is at a 4.96, and his record will improve to 2 wins, 3 losses, 3 saves.
Yeah.
3 stars of the game. The number 1 star is Repo Reeves, the Rambler outfielder. He's good. Went 2 for 4, hit a home run, picked up 4 RBIs, and scored a run himself.
Yes. As mentioned, second star of the game, number 21 for the Herbisaurs, B-plus ranked Grant Manley, the man who's got so many jerseys with his name on it. He's the second star. He goes 2 for 4, gets 2 home runs today. The Herbisaurs only scored on their home runs. He's got 2 RBIs and 2 runs.
Yeah, and they were just solo shots. Swindle Heath, the A-minus ranked left fielder who had to leave the game early, is the third star of the game, Tom. he didn't even finish the game. He was 1 for 2 with a home run, 2 RBIs, and he scored a run. He did hit the home run that put the Ramblers out front. So, and since they never relinquished the lead, maybe there's a crow. Do you hear the crow?
No.
Oh.
I don't have my effects turned up as high. I was going to say I'm a little concerned though about Swindle, a torn meniscus. I don't know how long it takes to come back from that, but he's going to be out for several games.
He certainly will.
Right,
Gamer stats.
A tough part.
Oh, pardon?
I was saying we have a tough bunch of games coming up too, and he's going to be out for them.
Yeah. Well, let's hope for the best here. Gamer stats, Tommy G with 6 hits, no home run. 6 hits, 3 RBIs, and 6 strikeouts for a contribution of 49%. Pete J with 8 hits, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 3 strikeouts, and a contribution of 51%. There's like a nest in here somewhere, Tom.
Yeah. Get your tennis racket out.
We gotta get him out of here. He's keeps adding his 2 cents.
Right. That guy. Post-game show. Well, wow. When's the last time we lost a game, friend?
It wasn't really that long ago. And when we lost it, it's because we were pummeled. we lost it by double digits. And it was one of three out of 4 games where we just got battered. It's almost like the umps were going to call it just to save us. Just the slaughter rule.
Well, neither the pigs nor the what's their names, Herbisaurs are in this top grouping here. So we could say these are scores that were coming in since we played. You want to give these now and get our okay. There are 11 other games that were going on. 2 of them with the Overdogs. They must have done a doubleheader with 2 different teams. All right. So anyway, Heaters at the Wax Bills at Montreal. Pete, what happened?
The Heaters travel to take on the Wax Bills. Heaters out to an early lead. The Wax Bills try to make it a game, and they do. They come back and win it 13-12 in the end.
That's a long flight. Freebooters at the Lockhorns, and the Lockhorns barely win 5-4.
Wildcats travel to take on the Buzzards. The Wildcats out early, and they're going to hold on and win 11-1.
Wow. Sirloins at the Bee-Wolves. Come on, Bee-Wolves. And they come back from behind and win 7-6.
Nemesis taking on the Moose, and it's a back-and-forth battle. It's going to be Nemesis 4-3-11.
Moonstars at the Platypi out in Philadelphia, and the Platypi win their grudge match 8-7.
Wax Bills travel to take on the Hot Corners, and the Wax Bills are going to win that one 9-1.
For Omaha. Blowfish at the Grapplers in Tampa, and the LA Blowfish win at 8-1.
The Sawteeth travel to take on the Overdogs. Sawteeth win at 2-1.
Chicago Crocs at the Overdogs. Overdogs win at 3-zip.
Jacks taking on the Sawteeth, and it's going to wind up being the Jacks 8-4. So when you look at it, Tommy, it's going to look something like this. The Liberty Conference, Eastern Division, wide loads, 19 wins, 8 losses, plus 48 run differential, I believe the best in the league. They have first place in the Eastern Division, the Swordfish, with a record of 13-13, occupy second place, but they are 5.5 games out of first place, and I don't see them catching the wide loads anytime soon.
Oh man, Pete, in the Central Division, get this. Our Texas Ramblers on a tear have climbed up to the first place spot. We're 16-11 with a negative 13 run differential. I don't understand. We are a half game ahead of the Michigan Moose now, who are 16-12 with a plus 27. And so this next game in New York, it's going to be 2 first-place teams, the 19-8, 16. That's going to be game of the week.
Yes, sir. Down in the Western Division, the Nemesis with a record of 14 wins, 13 losses are sitting in first place. The Sawteeth at 14 wins, 15 losses are a game behind the Nemesis. But that one's a close one, Tommy. You're going to go down to the wire over there with that one.
Over here in the Continental Conference, you got the Atlantic Division. No big surprise. Montreal Wax Bills still out in front, 18-10, with a plus 40 run differential. That's absurd. They got a 2.5-game lead ahead of both the New York Wild Pigs and the Fort Lauderdale Freebooters, who also have winning records at 15-12.
In the Plains Division, the Heaters, with a record of 16 wins, 11 losses, and a plus 25 run differential, hold court over the Lockhorns, who are sitting in second place with a record of 13 wins, 14 losses, and the Lockhorns are 3 games out of first place.
And finally, in the Pacific Division, the Guadalajara Buzzards. You got both Mexican teams to lead in their divisions. The Buzzards are 15-12 with a plus 9 run differential. They have just a half-game lead, though, ahead of the LA Blowfish, who have crept into second place now at a 15-13 record.
And the Beewolves at 14-14, only a game and a half out.
Yeah. I mean, being in last place, that's tied for last place. Yeah, they're playing 500 ball. Good for those guys. Let's see a little bit of newsy news. First move. Oh, wow. Rogan Balls offended a wide loads coach and replaced by Delmar Holland. Wow. Rogan Balls, 29-year-old closer. I thought we were going to see him in this next game. B-minus ranked, 82 velocity, known mostly for that fire. Also good chunk and accuracy. With an elite cut finger, he was making $4.4 million a year for the pinstripes for so long. He was replaced by Delmar Holland, who's a 30-year-old closer, B-ranked. He doesn't throw it as hard, but he's got much better accuracy at 82. So he's more accurate. He's got an elite forefinger. He's going to make $4.7 million a year to be a wide loader. We might see him in his first game in Apple Field in his next one.
We should pick up Rogan Balls and pitch him against the wide loads.
Yeah.
The Jacks.
Yes, that'd be something.
Yeah. The Jacks signed McKenna Cardenas, replacing Bellamit Ball. Bellamit Ball, the 30-year-old starting pitcher, C- ranked with poor velocity, poor junk, and poor accuracy. She's also got poor power, but about a better than average ability to connect. She's also got the meltdown trait. She was making $3,300,000. They're going to bring in the 23-year-old starting pitcher, McKenna Cardenas. She's a C+ ranked starting pitcher with a poor velocity, but better than average junk and about average accuracy with poor power and ridiculously poor ability to connect at home plate. She's got an elite slider. They're going to pay her $4,100,000.
Trail Avery gets signed out of the Heaters, replacing Pan Nibbles. 2 names I never heard. All right, 26-year-old Pan Nibbles was a C- ranked starting pitcher, known mostly for his accuracy. He had good accuracy, good velocity too. Pan was making $2.9 million a year. He's going to get replaced by the C-ranked Trail Avery, 28-year-old starter, who's known mostly for his velocity, a little bit better. He's got better junk as well, and his accuracy is fair. He's also a K collector and a pick officer, so that's a big help. He's going to make $2.8 million a year. I think it was a better move, Pete. They're paying less money.
Yeah, no kidding. They get a huge bump in junk, and they lose something on accuracy. But yeah, he's got the K collector and the pick officer traits. That's a pretty good pickup for $100,000 less than what you were paying the other guy. So yeah, good move. The Buzzards signed Tanya Douglas to replace Erlang Elwood. Erlang Elwood was a C+ ranked 30-year-old starting pitcher with an elite 2-finger fastball. He had about average velocity, less than average junk and accuracy. He had poor power and poor connectivity at home plate, but he was making $5 million. They're going to bring in Tanya Douglas, who is a 27-year-old B- ranked relief pitcher. She's got average velocity, average junk, a little bit better than average accuracy. She's got poor power and poor contact at the plate. And she's also got the K neglector trait. They're going to pay her $4,300,000.
Yeah, it's funny because she's got a worse trait, but she's better at everything else, and pay him less money still. Okay. All right, we got another move. I think it's the last move. Bruce Yuppers gets signed onto the Heaters, replacing Murky Nubswubbles. Wow. Murky Nubswubbles, 28-year-old right fielder, C-ranked, known mostly for his arm and his speed. He has also good power. He was a sign stealer, and he's making $4.1 million a year to Heaters. Bruce Yuppers getting signed to Monterey. He's the C+ ranked 29-year-old right fielder outfielder, known mostly for his arm and his speed as well. And similar power. He's got actually better connectivity. He's also a stealer and a mind gamer. So that's pretty good. He's going to make $4.4 million a year to be a Monterey Heater.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Pete and I are going to jump on a plane and fly out to the Big Apple, where we're going to be for a couple games. We're going to actually the next game we're facing those Wild Pigs, so it's not quite the first place team, but the Wild Pigs are still tough. These are our these are 5 really tough games. This is going to be our toughest road trip of the season. So it's going to be Benson versus Smith, and Benson had a good outing last time. And then we stay in town to face the Wide Loads with Glover and Bourbony before heading out to Detroit to play our other division rival. It's going to be Beefy against Rockman and Barry against Silvio. So it'll be interesting.
Yep. These are all, it's starting to get down to it where every game means something. So you don't want to miss not a one.
Yeah, not a single one. All right. Well, and then we will catch you in New York City for the next one, folks. Until then, this is Tommy G.
And this is PJ, and we're saying, get out of here.